Hello car lovers, driving the 2023 Honda HRV, the all-equipped EXL with navi, no high-end sound. What to say about this vehicle? First, an overview. The 2023 Honda HRV, which stands for High Rider Revolutionary Vehicle, talk about Japanese, is redone for this year. LEDs, 17-inch mags with the all-important 60 ratio sidewall tires, and Honda's very complete driving aids are standard on all models, a real commitment to safety and security, similar to Toyota. That says something about a company's priorities. The engine is upgraded, a bigger 2-liter with a problem-free port injection and CVT. 158 horsepower, 138 pounds of torque, 9.4 liters in the city, 7.8 liters on the highway. New on the outside, it looks squished, a mixed bag. The previous HRV was cute, not this one. On the inside, for a subcompact, very roomy in front, roomy in the back, and very roomy in the trunk. The HRV benefits from the Honda Civic interior treatment. Base model gets a 4-speaker sound system, Sport gets 6 speakers, EXL gets 8 speakers. Our EXL sound was very average, not high-end at all. Prices for the all-wheel drives in Canada are $33,000 for base model, $36,000 for sport model, and $39,000 for this EXL, plus taxes and excessive environmental levies. We're back. So what about this vehicle? Well, it's good. It's very good. It's expensive, but it's very good. Let's start with the outside. The exterior styling, it's nothing really special. Somehow, the Honda design language does not do the subcompact very well. I'd say that the prior generation was cute. This one here looks compressed. You do get an upside. The interior space is very good. Sitting in front, very wide, sitting high off the ground. Even though from the outside it looks relatively low, you feel high up. Nice seats, nice leather, nice driving position, good visibility here, good visibility here. A little bit off here, but good, it's good. Once again, this width is very much appreciated. There's things like such as the wheels. It's 17-inch wheels, so they're not that expensive to change. They've got a thick sidewall, perfectly adapted for the Montreal Trail and our winters, especially in the spring when the snow melts in Quebec. It would appear that our roads, I don't know why, they break more easily, and sometimes you hit those big bumps, and these tires should be able to take some of the worst. So very good on that level. The 2-liter engine is a known entity. That's a new engine for 2023. I think that's a bulletproof engine. It's one of the best engines ever made. Good transmission, CVT. This drivetrain, from a reliability standpoint, seems bulletproof. No question, no question. You get the digital dash, you get the infotainment. The good thing about Honda using basically the same interior for all its models is that when you have it in the Civic and the HRV, it's very high end. So we benefit as a consumer when we buy the lower end product. However, when it's in the CRV, not so much. So from that perspective, I'm feeling my money here on the inside. The leather, the steering wheel, this easy to use, once again, this easy to use infotainment with the home button, back button, volume knob. Very good. Climate control, easy to use, nice satisfying clicks, a minimalist look. Very good Honda. This is a class act interior for the category. On the highway, it's very quiet. I was driving with Ross on the highway, been driving for quite some time now, and it was very quiet. The engine, you feel the passing power when you're on the highway much more than before, which is a plus. However, there is a fuel economy tax for that somehow, which in this day and age, every cent counts, right? Especially in this category. So that's something to think about. There's plenty of room sitting in back behind myself, though it's not a cavern. Sitting behind myself, I have a few inches of knee room left, and you are sitting in this position. Speaking about the rear seats, no more magic seats. I read that Honda said that not many people use them. It doesn't matter. It was a braggy piece. I thought it was so convenient, and whenever you did need them, it was awesome. Big trunk also. When you lower the seats, lots of space. The price has gone up, no question. There is no high-end sound system. I'll repeat it again because almost all its competitors offer that. The driving aids work very well. I was driving on the highway before. It was speeding up, slowing down, keeping its lane very well. Honda driving aids are very easy to use. You just press one or two buttons and it's well sorted. Now, when you're shopping, if you're gonna buy, just buy it, right? It's very good, no problem. It's expensive, but you know what they say, quality and reliability are remembered long after high price is forgotten. One thing I want to talk about, the easy Honda interfaces. I'm always very happy about using easy Honda interfaces. They're soft, but in this vehicle, I don't know why, it feels almost a bit loose. I mean, they could stand being tightened up slightly because there's this sweet spot in the driver interfaces where I think for people for the everyday routine, if they'd like something a little bit soft, right? However, it can't get too flimsy because then it starts to feel cheap in a hurry, right? So that's kind of like we're kind of leaning towards feeling cheap a little bit here. It's not distracting, it's just a general remark. It's not a deal breaker. So very good. Let's compare it to its competitors now. We have to do that. I mean, is it better than all its competitors? Is it number one? I don't think so. Is it at the head of the pack? I think it is. Despite the price, I think it's at the head of the pack. Is the 630 better looking? Perhaps more powerful, has a nicer interior? Yes, but I mean, the size here, you can't compare. Is the Toyota Cross perhaps more reliable? You do get the standard sound system, and I think maybe it's slightly less priced. Yes, but this interior is heads over heels the Corolla Cross. What about the Volkswagen Taos? Well, that's a tough one, right? Because it does everything well. If I were leasing, I would probably shop between this and the Taos because I think probably those are perhaps the two best leases. And the great thing about this Honda HRV is at the end of the lease, if you still like it, you can buy it and you can keep it for over a decade, right? These vehicles, I think, are usually indestructible. We still see many old HRVs on the road, and that's a testament to the reliability, right? That's all we have to base ourselves on in reliability. It's the historic data we have. I think this is a very competent product. I think it's a very good Honda product. It's expensive, but in a sense it does deliver. So those are my thoughts. By the way, if you like this video, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. And if you really like it, well then of course you should subscribe. And that is it.